Shalom uvracha. B'shem Kol Yisrael. I want to teach a little bit today about the Ktoret. Because everyone in Am Yisrael has been going crazy of late, in a good way, crazy about the Ktoret. As I'm walking by, I see Sfaradim, Ashkenazim, who never were so strict about this, reading from a script, reading from a parchment, about these magical spices which are supposed to stop the Magefa. And I personally, I like bringing meaning to things. I don't just like saying things like as if it's a magic potion. Maybe it is a magic potion. But in any case, I want to make it a little bit more meaningful and practical for my life. So I remembered this morning a beautiful ma'amar teaching from Rav Pinkus' Sefer on Tefillah. And I want to share it with you. It's a really, really gorgeous piece, and I hope we walk away with something special, and I hope the act of learning Torah with you here virtually will bring Yeshua and Refuah to the whole world, and bring healing to everyone mamish soon. So I'm going to learn it inside, because the way he expresses it is just, to paraphrase it, you would just lose too much. Bekama mekomot bechazal. Rav Pinkus explains, in many places, our rabbis, mot'im anu shektoret hi korban miyuchad meod. We find that the Ktoret, the incense, is a very unique sacrifice. Muva b'midrash, it's brought down by the midrash, Moshe Rabbeinu alav hashalom amar l'matayim v'chamishim ish. Moshe told the 250 people, shel edat Korach, of Korach's assembly, the sign as to who God chooses will be through the incense, the Ktoret. This is the vessel which is the most beloved. That is the Ktoret, more beloved than all of the sacrifices. The Sam of Mavet Naton Latocho, and the drug of death is given within it. And as it says, the man who God chooses, he will be the Holy One. And similarly, it's brought down in the Gemara. Tana Rav Hanania teaches, how do I know that the incense atones? And it says, and I will place the Ktoret and I will atone for the nation. So it atones for us. The Gemara in Yuma Memdalid Amid Aleph says that Lashon Hara can be atoned for through Ktoret. And it saves us from the Yitzhar Hara, Avodat Kachavim, and from the evil for those who are trying to harm us, Gentiles. Not all the Gentiles. Uva Rashi, and in Rashi, Bamidbar Yudzayin Gimel Muva Mechazal Al Pasuk V'Yamod Ben Amitim. In the pasuk that says, "And I will stand between the dead ones." Davar Achar Lama B'Ktoret. So why specifically was Ktoret used? We're talking about when we were stopping the Magefa, the plague that had broken out amongst the Jewish people. The Fisha Yisrael Milizim Rananim Achar Ktores. The Jews were making fun of the Ktoret, were speaking badly about it. Lamar Sama Mabedu, it's a drug of death. Ayado Metu Nadav Aviu, Nadav Aviu used it and died. Ayado Nisrafu Chamishim Matayim Ish, 250 people died through the Ktoret. And again in the Korach rebellion. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tir'u Che'otzer Magefahu. You'll see that it actually stops the plague. V'chet hu amimit, and actually it is sin which kills. That was the secret which the angel revealed to Moshe Rabbeinu, Shektoret otzeret et malach hamovet, that the Ktoret can stop the malach hamovet. B'Ktoret monim kochot me'od miyuchadim. The Ktoret has amazing powers. Mitzad echad hu otzeret magefa. On the one hand, it can stop a plague. But specifically because it's so important, if we use it in an improper way, death is connected to it. Apparently, it's a powerful, powerful vessel. We're going face to face against that Yetzer Hara. But when you're doing face to face combat, there's a great danger. Because if you are lazy, it can damage us. If you go into the lion's den, you want to get rid of that lion. If you win, you win. But if not, and if you don't use the Ktoret in the right way, you may be damaged from it. Like the 250 people that took the Ktoret and it damaged them. But Aaron, when he used the Ktoret properly, so he was able to stop the Yetzer Hara. 1 second, just one technical matter I need to tend to. So just to summarize what we've seen so far, the Gemara attributes extreme power to Ktoret, to the incense. And at the same time, with great power comes great responsibility. It's the most beloved of the Korbanot, but it also killed the 250 in the Korach rebellion. And at the same time, it stopped the plague with our own, when the people were dying. It killed Nadav and Avihu when used improperly, but when used properly, it's extremely powerful. So it's an extremely powerful tool, this Ktoret, that we know so far. Extremely powerful, dangerous, yet can save us. The question is, why? What does it symbolize? What does it mean for us? So that's the next stage we're getting to. So, one more matter. One more matter that we see by the Torah. The one who would bring the Ktoret would get rich. And therefore you couldn't do this twice. One incense for life would be enough for the whole life. There was a here above and beyond, just one time. This segula is forever. Even saying Torah today, until the Ramah writes, many people read it from a parchment and don't say it by heart. Or just read it from the center. Because we're concerned we're going to skip one of the spices. And you're going to be chayav mita. If one of the things you say, you don't actually, you skip an ingredient, it's like you brought an ingredient without one of the spices, and it's dangerous. And that's, by the way, why Ashkenazim usually only say the Ktoret on Shabbos when we're more chill and we're not going to skip anything. That, as opposed to Nisach Sfarad, and Sfaradim who say it every day. According to Kabbalah, you say this 3 times a day, the Ktoret. But Korbanot, Achar Tfilah, Shachar V'Mincha. By Korbanot, by Shachars, and by Mincha. By after Shachars, at the end of Mincha. Or the beginning of Mincha. So now let's explain what's Torah is about. There are many, many deep treasures here. But we're going to explain the simple one. Okay. If you haven't been listening up until this point, here's the key to understanding Torah. The explanation is like this. The difference between the sacrifice and the incense is Korbanot are basically a matter of blood. Mesiras nefesh, self-sacrifice. Shvichus dam avor Hashem yitbarach, giving your blood for Hashem. Ukvar bi'arnu ki chayim anu ba'olam shel bituim. We live in a world of expressions. Shalom is of hints. Yeah, d'zeu koach v'tumen. It's a great power. Harbe matanot hen al derech metz. Many gifts are symbolical. Adam noten l'rayatot habat yalom matana. You give your partner, your soulmate, a ring as a gift. Ein matana tanitina al menachi titkashet ba. It's not just that she'll wear it. Elazar bitu, it's an expression of love. HaKorbanot and bitui shel ava lekadosh baruch Hu. The korbanot, this week's parsha, are an expression of love to Hashem. Ad kedei shvichas dam mesiras nefesh mamash, to the point where I'm willing to mamash give my life for you, Hashem. Amnam al pi shenafshu shel adam yikar lamod, but since a person's soul is very precious, kol asher yisiten ba'ad nafsho, afa b'ken adam eino chai b'shvil lechiyot, but we don't live here in order to live. But the truth is, we're not just here in order to survive. If we think about it, and we ask ourselves, why do we live? It turns out we're here in order to get pleasure. And that's what the Mesilas Yesharim writes. Yisod HaChasidus v'shorosh ha'avodah hatmima hi shitbarer v'tametet al ha'adam ma chovato ba'olam. What is your obligation in this world? A person was only here to get enjoyment on God, and to enjoy from the splendor of His presence. This is the true pleasure, and the most amazing Gan Eden that there is. We're here in order to get pleasure. And pleasure from God is a true pleasure. We're here for pleasure. We're all here to get pleasure, and that's why we're running around. That's the essence of man. Ta'anug, pleasure, is by our nature what we're most of the time chasing after. Now, the power within us which expresses this yearning for pleasure is actually our smell. It's interesting to think that Corona Dafka takes away your sense of smell. This power is unique to man. Because an animal doesn't really get much pleasure from smell. He just wants to recognize its food. But to get pleasure, he doesn't go to a flower and just smell the flower. That's a unique scent of man. And it's unique to the part of the soul, the pleasure that is expressed in it. When a person's eating, not necessarily is he looking for pleasure. Even if there was no pleasure, he would still have to eat in order to exist. Eating does not necessarily express our pleasures. That's what Chazal teaches us. Why do we make a blessing on smell? The whole soul will praise God. What's something that the soul gets pleasure from, but the body does not get pleasure from? It must be that smell. The whole point of the smell, our sense of smell, is tanug, which is an expression of the soul within us. Okay. So, let's just quickly summarize what we're up to. We're a little bit more than midway through. The idea is that man is searching for pleasures, right? We're here to get pleasure. And that's fine. But the true pleasure is to be pleasure in God. And the part of us which expresses searching for pleasure the most is our sense of smell. Because it's not for physical sustenance. We smell just for enjoyment. And that's why it expresses a part of the soul which is unique to man. Okay. God gives us many kindnesses. Since we've gotten used to many things, we don't really think that much about it. And you're not so excited. The dugma, for example. Bayit. Mita, kisa, shulchan, menorah, doma, a house, a mattress, a chair, a table, a light. Similarly, sugei chavetim shenimtzeim l'rov etzel kol echad, types of things that most of us have. Dafka b'glal yotem kol shchichin, dafka because they're so common. We don't think so much, wow, God made this. And so the evil side, so to speak, doesn't have to say, this is for me. Either way, we're not really thinking, wow, this table, God made it. This toothbrush. But when there's a pleasure, I'm not which is something which really should remind us, wow, that God's giving us this pleasure. Then we suddenly have a voice which says, it's not God, it's me, it's that I'm giving you the real pleasures. My Yetzer Hara. Like that I'm running away from the Torah is giving me the pleasure. But since God is here to give good, and the greatest good that we recognize is pleasure, since pleasure is the thing that's closest to us. So dafka then the Yetzer Hara wants to tribute and say, this food, it's amazing, it has nothing to do with God. You may not say that explicitly, but that's what he's trying to convince us. The whole Inyan of Tanugim is all they're saying it's from God, from the Sitra Achra. There's nothing that the dark side wants to take like pleasures. It wants to take credit for. Person sees, he says bread and butter, I'm going to say pizza. Thank you, Hashem. From the depth of my heart. But there's, in addition, some extra pleasures, some olives, some spices, some onions on the pizza. And then we suddenly forget God. Madua? Why? Everything's mine. I'm a different God. And anything that's unique to God, it's really me. Pleasure is a unique feeling to Hashem, that Hashem gives us. So the dark side inside of us wants to take credit for it. There's nothing that hides God like when a person goes into a pleasure. But in that second he forgets God. And Jethro waxed fat and kicked. At that moment, the Yetzer Hara is saying, it's all me, it has nothing to do with God. The battle against the Yetzer Hara takes a lot of fighting. But before everything, we have to think about the concept. To live a Jewish life. To take upon ourselves commitments in this matter. There's some people who say, this world is so many pleasures. There's Torah and mitzvahs. Yeah, there's Torah and mitzvahs. Yeah, you have to learn Torah and do the mitzvahs. But they think that's only one world. But there's another world that we have to live. God forbid. They say the world is here to get pleasure out of. But this is a fundamental error. Like the Chazon Ish said, what they call love, we call kares. It's cutting yourself off. That's not love. This is also a mistake of the woman in the Garden of Eden. And the woman saw that the fruit was good for eating and it was a taiva for her eyes. Why did you create this tree? Wasn't it so that we could eat it? Certainly. And the answer is no. Because God said not to eat it. This world is not here to live it. Rather, so that a person will have what to live for. To join us in with HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the avoda, which is a truly pleasurable thing to do. Okay, we can't live in this reality all the time. But we have to see the map, the way for our eyes, to know where are we going towards. We have to know where we're going, what's our way. And then we can ask ourselves, what am I going to get pleasure out of and what am I not going to get pleasure out of? We live in a Torah life and we know there's nothing sweeter. Some people think that keeping Shabbos is like hell. Is hacking is sitting in your house all day without moving. Bli is a tiyul, without a little walk, very connected to our situation. What we have to say is actually no, the truly pleasurable thing is from Hashem. Not physical should be the main tanug, but to delight on God. First, we have to find the pleasure that's found when you learn Torah. And similarly with the mitzvahs and the tefillah. We all, if you've ever had a true tefillah, you know that it is a truly pleasurable act to daven. The Rambam describes the prayer on Rosh Hashanah. This is what he writes. The tefillah Rosh Hashanah, on Rosh Hashanah you close your eyes. And you cry before Hashem and you enjoy. There's no pleasure like the pleasure where he's truly speaking to God. And when, yes, we're having pleasure from a physical thing like eating or drinking, to make sure we're getting enjoyment from God. To imagine like God himself is feeding you. That's why God gave us that physical pleasure. Writes, the physical delights are here to help us. So we should enjoy so that we can enjoy from Hashem and then focus on what's important. This is a point which is mamish from God. And that's why the Sitra Achra wants to convince us that the true pleasures are outside of the world of Hashem. Okay. And now we've arrived at the central part of the theory. So before we go there, a quick review. What we're saying is that true pleasure is connected to Torah and mitzvahs, and when you're delighting in the physical world, to attribute it to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we're here in the world to delight. That's why God created us. At the same time, dafka, because it's our primary way to get connected to Hashem, or something inside of us, our Yetzer Hara wants to make us think that Torah mitzvahs is not pleasurable, and really everything else is pleasurable. The truth is, I think it's just because we're not doing Torah mitzvahs right, it's not that pleasurable. Okay. Ma'ut Ktoret, yichus etanu l'Hashem yitbarach. Kishem sheish b'korbanot b'itui shel akravat nefesh, just as sacrifices express sacrificing our soul. Etzem chayim. V'zeu davar atzum. Mo nefesh hi davar yakar ma'od et adam. Kach neshne korban yoter amok anikat Ktoret. Just like the sacrifice symbolizes giving our soul to God. So the Ktoret, which is even deeper, שבו אנו מבטאים את הנקודה שנשמה נהנית ממנו. So we're not just talking about being alive, but we're talking about the pleasures of life. That's Ktoret. There's something even more precious in life. Everyone's afraid of dying. But the pasuk says that we're going to play in the end of the day. Madua? Because there's the essence of man. If he was really convinced that after he died he'll go to a world of pleasure, he would jump up and quickly go to the next world. Even a Jew sometimes has gone to the fire with this emunah. When a person goes to the next world, he sees the mitzvahs he did. But the pleasure is much deeper than simply his life. Smell is the soul of the spirit of man. He has the soul and he gets pleasure. The sacrifice where we give our pleasure to God, that's Ktoret. What does this korban express? All the Sitra Achra can do in our world is to tell a person, come to me and get pleasure. He has nothing except this pleasure, this ability. You can have a thief, he's going to say, you want to go to the next world? Do mitzvahs. You want to enjoy this world? Do what I'm doing. I'm where you got to go if you want to enjoy. To say that pleasure is really from the outside of God experiences. That's other gods. God created pleasure so that we can be pleasurable on God. And get pleasure out of His Shekhinah. He's Sitra Achra, and that's the Sitra Achra, and that's why the Sitra Achra wants to take it for its own purposes. That's why it's called other gods. And now that's why we have Ktoret. To take it from the Sitra Achra and give it back to us. Match the world, not only am I ready to die on Kiddush Hashem, I can also live to sanctifying Hashem's name. I'm ready to give all of my pleasures to find favor in your eyes, Hashem. When a person gets used to saying all of my pleasures are from God, when it gets to this level where he's, so to speak, bringing it back to God, all the pleasures, meaning to say he takes upon himself the dafka through mitzvahs, that's my pleasures in life. Whether it's in physical things like food, it's all from Hashem. But all the more so things like Torah and mitzvahs, davening. When he gets to this level, he kills the Sitra Achra. He has nothing to do with it. He found the right place for the pleasure. When he finds the real sweetness of the question of Akiva Eger, when he gets to the true taste of learning Torah, what can you really sell to this? You just had an amazing Yom Kippur davening. But what's truly more pleasurable than that? All right. If the Gentiles would taste what a true Ka'ech on Friday night looks like, they would run away and just go straight to Shabbos Kodesh. Zeu inyana shel Ktoret. That's Ktoret. Lahalot reach tov lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. To raise up the good smell before Hashem. Hatanug shel neshama ola l'shem Hashem Yerushalayim. The smell, we bring it up to God in Yerushalayim. Kol Yerushalayim hayta afifa im reich tov im avirat tova. All of Yerushalayim used to have that beautiful smell of the Torah. It was a place where it was expressed in the greatest, highest way. Zoe Ktoret, and that's Ktoret. When you get to that level, there's no sitracha. And he puts on a little bit of honey, the sitracha will be totally killed. What can you really sell a person who's experiencing the pleasure of Hashem? And that's what stops the plague. The 11 spices. 11 alludes to the sitracha. And through the Ktoret we get rid of its powers. That's very mekuntrus, and things are explained in a little Kabbalistic sefer. So let's now make this a little practical. The last 5 minutes of our little shir. As we explained, now we can understand why Ktoret makes you rich. The matter is like this. If a person gets $1 million, he's going to become a slave of the sitracha, forever and ever. He said, wow, my brain is genius. How did I know to exactly buy that lotto card? And I knew that was the right card. It's nonsense. It's totally the opposite of emunah. Since Hashem knows our nature, with $1 million. So God has mercy. He doesn't give us $1 million. Because the richness is a great test. When you give the Ktoret, you're bringing it back to Hashem. If a person really is focusing on the Torah, he knows it's all from Hashem. He knows that he used the riches to serve Hashem. The sitracha doesn't care if you merit. The sitracha thinks, okay, I'll give him $1 million, so I'm going to take it for me. It's going to lead him away from God. But at that moment, when you bring back to God, we can give him this richness. Because the sitracha is not going to take it away because you killed. There's another understanding. The sitracha steals the holiness and claims to have balus, ownership over the holiness. The power of Torah takes from it everything. There's nothing like this that helps like Torah. You take your pleasures and you bring back to God. I'm only here to get pleasure out of God. And that's why there's nothing which makes a person richer than the Torah. Maybe that's why Sfaradim are a little richer than Ashkenazim. They do it every day. And Hasidim too. That's the idea of richness. He has pleasure from what you get. That's be happy in your portion. Finally, on the most practical level, there's one more point that we have to pay attention to. God cursed the serpent. You're going to eat dust all the way days of your life. Your food will always be commanded to you. Because dust is everywhere in the world. This is the worst curse you could imagine. You won't have a desire to pray to God. God says, take your food and get out of here. And so the snake was disconnected from God. And that's why Chazal say that a snake doesn't have taste in food. Since he disconnected from God, he also disconnected from pleasure. If you're disconnected from God, you're disconnected from true pleasure. Everyone gets pleasure when he eats. Because that's the rule with our nature. In the nature of the world. The essence of life comes from pleasure. If you don't enjoy your food, it doesn't make you healthy, the Gemara says. We have to put work in efforts into our work. To always be focusing that everything is from Hashem. It's an amazing thing. We all eat. We have no choice. We also all get pleasure out from eating. We should think, how can I remind myself that this is a gift from God? It comes through a bit of thought. When we're eating, we should feel closeness to God. God gave a taste, so we can feel God. God made it tasty. So we can feel a feeling of holiness and closeness to the Creator of the world, who always is taking care of us. At the moment when you connect your food to God, the food goes to its established purpose. It's there in order so that we can connect it to Hashem. And that's the essence of a bracha. Everything is from your words. When you take an apple and you get pleasure out of it, that's actually what I'm about to do. I love apples. To make it unique to Hashem. It's a way of saying that true pleasure is from you, Hashem. Okay. So, just to summarize, before we sum up, on a practical level, what the Rav is teaching us is when we are enjoying physical things in this world, and eating is a primary example, we need to remind ourselves that it's a gift from God while we're eating that food, while we're drinking that food, not just when we say the bracha, when we don't say the bracha, all the time, to just be recognizing that it's a gift from God. Obviously, if we're doing it in such a way that we're getting pleasure out of it, and you're connected to Hashem, there's less likelihood we're going to eat unhealthy things. We're going to eat it in a way that's going to take away from our avodah. It's interesting also that he's connecting it to bracha, because we know that David HaMelech established 100 blessings also in order to stop a plague. So I'm sure there seems to be a deep connection. To sum up, the idea of the Ktoret, according to Rav Pinkus, is to remind us that all of the pleasures of this world, the pleasures spiritually, like davening, learning, mitzvahs, and the pleasures physically, are the greatest source of our connection to Hashem. That's what the Ktoret was meant to remind us, symbolized by the smell, which is pleasure, and that's what we're giving up to God. We need to make practical ways to get pleasure from Hashem, to enjoy life during this hard time, and to send our blessings to all the people that need refuah shlema, need encouragement, and please God, whether we're saying the Torah or whether we're saying our brachas, I hope this inspires us to be more connected to Hashem as we are here in our homes, and to enjoy life. It's short. Let's make the best of it. Have an amazing Shabbos. If you enjoyed this little shir, please let me know. Gives me pleasure. Helps me continue to do it. And wishing you a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos Kodesh, full of pleasure from Kadosh Baruch Hu. Toda lecha Hashem. Have a beautiful Shabbos.